Welcome back, baseball fans, to 69-72 Carryover League. Tonight, we got expansion in the desert. A rivalry between a couple of desert birds. We got the Desert Snakes of Arizona against the Desert Buicks of Las Vegas, the Las Vegas Rivieras. Can't say there's a lot going on, folks. Can't say it. Let's look at the standings overall, because at least you have no idea what's going on in this expansion division, nor do I, which makes it all the more interesting. So, the National League Mountain Division comprised of 4 expansion teams, super expansion teams, meaning that one of them has to go to the playoffs. And right now, the team that's not playing, Portland, they're 2 over 500 and currently in first. Vegas is a game under at 7-8. Arizona is 3 under, a game and a half, 2.5 back. The Rockies, really slow start, but even though they're in danger, in a normal division, the Rockies would be toast, but they can come back still and get in the playoffs somehow if they get hot, because they have the best roster in this division. They just haven't been playing good baseball. They keep losing winnable games. And speaking of that, we are in a Game 6. And you've heard me say this many times before, folks. The home teams won every game. Let's kind of look at this for a moment just to show you the kind of rotations these teams have. So Arizona, the black shading here means he can only pitch on 4 days rest, and the red shading means you can pitch on 3 days rest. Pretty much every team in baseball, or majority of them, have an ace. Arizona does not, but they do have 2 guys who can pitch on 3 days rest, Boswell and Dobson. The problem is they're not as good as these guys, Willoughby and Pizarro. And they have to call in a number 5th starter because of that, on occasion. Las Vegas, well, they got Blue Moon Odom as their ace, but they have 4 guys, none of which can go in the rotation, and one of them is pitching today. So let's take a look at where we're at in a Game 6 back in Vegas, where the drought is pretty bad in Lake Mead. We've got the Arizona Snakes and the Las Vegas Buick Rivieras. Your starting pitchers, Chuck Dobson for Arizona against long reliever Ken Johnson, getting his spot start. Emergency start because they've run out of pitchers. Let's get started from the Taj Mahal. Leading it off, Stevie Ray Braun and the Arizona Diamondbacks are hoping for a road win here to win the series. 54, skies it into center. This is Ken Berry, and I don't even have to roll. He's a 1-0 in center. Paul Popovich walks. George Thomas, 210, 6-4-3 double play. All right, Ken Berry, 110, base hit for the C-Stealer. Larry Howard has a -1 arm. Neither team has stolen the base in this series, I believe, because nobody has an A or B stealer. Ron Hansen, 310's a walk. Art Shamsky, 47, single 1-2 lines out. Tommy Davis, 110. Let's take a look at Tommy Davis' card. Improved in the offseason. They bumped him up to a 324 hitter with this card. He did this with Oakland in 71. And that is a single ... That puts Vegas on the board, 1-0. John Boccabella, 1-4, 6-4-3 double play. Easy, Ed Herman, 1-4, pitcher. Jim Lytle, 1-5. Let's take a look at Jim Lytle's card. This is his Yankee card of 1970 where he hit 310. They had him and they had Mercer, I guess, but they couldn't afford to keep them both. Anyway, Lytle, homer 1-14 double. The 14 is rolled, barely skims over the wall. We're tied at 1. Larry Howard, 312 Ks. Dalton Jones, the versatile 1 Ks. Bottom of 2, Steve Whitaker, 49 single. A-Rod, 57 Ks. Tim Cullen, 610, catcher's card. Larry Howard's a 41. Pass ball. Runner at second with 2 outs. Ted Kubiak bounced to second. 1-1 in the third. Kurt Bleffery, 44 off the Ken Johnson card, automatically gone. 2-1 Diamondbacks, 21 outs away from winning the series. Felipe Alou pops a short. Stevie Ray Braun, 54, center X. Again, I don't have to roll. 1-0. Ken Berry, one of the only guys. Like him and Terry Poole, the only 1-0s I can recall. I'm sure there's some more. You're welcome to chime in with all the other 1-0s in baseball history in the comment section. Paul Popovich, 1-7, Skies a center, and the inning's over. Bottom of 3, Ken Berry, 47, single 1-3, lines out. Ron Hansen, 44, short X. Shortstop is Popovich, a 3, E21, and he gives up a single. Art Shamsky, 57, it's a K. And Tommy Davis with 2 outs, 48, up base at the right field, he's 2 for 2. Bacabella with 2 outs, Skies the center field. We'll go to the 4th, George Thomas, 2-9, a K. Ed Herman, 6-2, pitcher. Jim Lytle, 37, is a K. Bottom of 4. Steve Whitaker, 2-7, is a walk. A-Rod, 46, is a walk. Tim Cullen, 2-5, is a 6-4-3 double play. Runner goes to third with 2 outs. For Kubiak, 3-10, and let's look at Ted Kubiak's card. It's an okay card. Actually, it's a little bit better than an okay card. Love the defense. Sure, 2-19 at short, you can play for me. If you can hit over the Mendoza line and you're a 2-19 at short, I want you in my league. I just value that defense. And Kubiak hits a very respectable 249 switch hitter and plays short as well as second and third decently. That's a base hit. That'll score a run, and it's 2-2. Ken Berry with 2 outs. 5-10, homer 1-2, fly ball, and he missed it. We go to the 5th. Larry Howard, 49, single 1-17 is a base hit. This is Johnson's breaking inning. It's also an inning where he could qualify for a win if they give him a lead in the bottom portion. So we'll watch this closely. Dalton Jones, 66, guys are right. Kurt Bleffery, home earlier, 2-5, fielder's choice. And with 2 outs, Felipe Alou, 37, flies to left field. Bottom of the 5th. Ron Hansen, 66, Skies the center. Art Shamsky, 2-3, grounds the first. And Tommy Davis, 4-12, Skies to center. Let's pause a moment for station identification.
This is the Shrimp Trawler video channel.
Este es el canal de videos de camaroneros.
Okay, top of the 6th. Very tightly contested game, 2-2. Stevie Ray Braun, 45. Uh-oh. Ken Johnson left in there a little too long. Homer, 1-11 double, and it's a double, which is actually good for Braun because he has no power. It would have been a single. So Popovich with a runner at second, 1-4, flies to right. George Thomas, 46. Double 1-8 single, that is a double, and we are almost breaking Ken Johnson here. Easy at Herman, 5-11 is a bouncer to second. This is Tim Collins at 2-6. And he's out. Runner goes to third with 2 outs for Jim Lytle. Lytle 110 is a base hit in the center. He comes through with the RBI. And it's 4-2. Johnson breaks. He'll try and finish this inning. Larry Howard, 1-6, 1 batter too many. This is a double. Now you got second and third, Dalton Jones. You got to do something because you're near elimination at this point. And losing the series in 6. So, with Dalton Jones, you already had your swingman starting. Your rotation can't pitch, which leaves just the 3 guys remaining, Brett, Ham, Bright, and Roland. Ken Brett will come on in the 6th with second and third and 2 outs. Interesting move. Let's take a look at Brett here. You got back-to-back left-handed batters. What you do like about Dalton Jones is that he can be defense at first base. But in this particular situation, you've got an excellent opportunity to get 2 more runs with a 2-out hit and blow this thing wide open. So I think what's going to happen is Batting for Dalton Jones will be Davenport. Jim Davenport here, who will go on to play third, and Braun will go over to play Dalton Jones second. So Jim Davenport, second and third, 2 outs. The pitch from Brett. 56 is that walk. It's practically intentional. And then it's up to Kurt Blefrey, and he will leave. Batting for Blefrey will be this guy, Don Locke. I just think you have to hang with Brett, realizing that a bases loaded rock is a very high possibility here. There's, as you see, Locke's card. But here we go, Don Locke in the 6. 2-6 is actually it's a base hit, single to left field. That will score 1 run. Larry Howard, 10, 11, 12. Shamsky with a +1 arm. He's got a hold. He can only run on a 14. He's not quick enough. So the bases are reloaded with 2 outs, and it's Philippe Alou. We're going to need a first baseman here, right? Well, actually, Locke will play right field, and Philippe Alou will play first. That's what we'll do. Philippe Alou will bat with the bases loaded and 2 outs. 43 off of Brett is fly ball to left X. Shamsky's a 43 in left field. This is pretty much your game here. If he can... He makes the grab. 43. That was a game-saving catch. So Vegas is still in it thanks to the grab by Shamsky there. It stays 5-2. They leave men on. Chuck Dobson against Bacabella. 66. Sky's the center. Whitaker, 6'11", flies it in the left. George Thomas, base hit. A-Rod, 3'11", pops the third. Tim Cullen, 37, is a K. All right, 7th inning for Brett. He will continue. Braun, 210 center. Popovich, 59, K. George Thomas, 56, is a walk. He will leave for the last guy on the bench, Don Hahn, who's a 1 in left field. And there you go, star-studded outfield. Ed Herman, 43, left X. Shamsky's a 43, makes another grab. Back-to-back grabs for Shamsky on his defense. Nice work there. Stretch time here in Vegas. We've been listening to the delightful sounds of this Ethio Jazz comp, 69-74, Mulatu Astaki and others. Beautiful. Gorgeous tunes. All right. Bottom of 7. Dobson, pretty good game. Quality start, 5-2. Their bullpen, Reagan and McGinn aren't so much. Jerry Bell's a good closer. So, Dobson will try and give you another inning if he can do it. He cannot lose. Kubiak, 5'10". Homer 1-14 is a single. He doesn't have power. Ken Berry, 69, second C. Ryan goes to second for Ron Hansen. 2-8 is single ... and it's a 5-3 game. And it's Shamsky. I think they're going to pull after 6 1/3. Don McGinn's going to come on in the 7th. Shamsky, not so much against lefties, but he's actually going to bat in this situation because he's got power in a 5-3 game and is the tie run. Art Shamsky, let's take a look at his card before he bats. Not much to see against lefties, but those home runs, that home run could tie it, so that's why he's going to swing. Shamsky, 66, is going to be a base hit off McGinn's card with 1 out, and Hansen is slow. Hold it second. First and second for Tommy Davis. 64, Homer 1-10 doesn't have power, is a single ... and we got a 5-4 game. Runners are on the corners. The infield has to come up for Bacabella. 6-10 with the infield up, short X. He is a 3-21 at short with the infield up. And he gets a ground ball B. That cuts a guy down at the plate. Tough break for Vegas. So you've got runners now at first and second with 2 outs, and it's Steve Whitaker. 1-9, grounds a second. So we got a 5-4 game in the 8th. Brett's giving you an inning in the 3rd. He'll pitch to Lytle. 37 is a K, and that'll do it for Brett. So he goes an inning and 2/3. We got Hambright coming on in the 8th. That's it. The delightfully named Roger Hambright will come on in the 8th inning with an out, nobody on base, to face Larry Howard and Jim Davenport. Larry Howard, 66, base hit. Jim Davenport, 2-2, lines are short. And Don Locke, 56, lines the first. 1-run game, McGinn. He's got A-Rod, Cullen, and Kubiak. I think we're going to turn this thing over to Jerry Bell for a number of reasons. One, he's their closer. And number two, you know, he's a relief 4. So even if they do tie it up, he's just going to keep pitching until they win or lose. So here comes Jerry Bell in the 8th inning to pretty much be the last pitcher for Arizona, no matter how you slice it. 6 outs to go for a series win. All defense has been brought in. All 2s in the outfield. A 1, a 2, and a 2. And I'll lose at first. And the only defensive guy that was not involved was Dalton Jones, who was hit and run for. So, Jerry Bell in the 8th against A-Rod, 2-11. Grounds a 3rd. Tim Cullen, 3-2. Let's look at Tim Cullen's card. 3-2 is a double for the 214 hitting second baseman from the Washington Senators. Congratulations, Tim. You got the second base. Don't see that very often. Kubiak, runner at second, the tie run. Kubiak, 5-11 is a walk. There are runners at first and second for Ken Berry with 1 out here in the 8th. 33 is a pop to short, and with 2 outs, it's Ron Hansen. 64 is a base at the center off Jerry Bell's card. Cullen. 12 runner with 2 outs. 12, 13, 14. Lytle's arm in center field is -1. 1-13 to tie the game with 2 outs in the 8th. You look up here under advance. He rolls an 8 and ties the game. And it's 5-5. Wow. Art Shamsky. And Kubiak did not go to the 3rd on the throw. I don't know what he was doing. So he stays at second. First and second with 2 outs. Art Shamsky, 49, lines the first. So we got a 5-5 game in the 9th. Hambright will pitch another inning. He's a relief 2. And their bullpen is short. It's Hambright and Roland, but Roland's a relief starter. So even though they only have 1 pitcher left, Bell and Roland can pitch forever. So here's Felipe Alou in the 9th. 54, pops to short. Stevie Ray Braun, 67 is a walk. Paul Popovich. Who's catching again? Vacabella? Should we try a stolen base? We haven't tried one all series. Braun's a C. It makes him 11 plus 2 is 13. He's going to try and stolen base, and he makes it. A rare stolen base for a Diamondback player. Might be the first stolen base all year. Runner at second with 1 out, and it's Popovich. 2-4 grounds a second. Would have been a double play. In this case, it's a ground ball that moves the guy to 3rd. With 2 outs, it's Don Hahn. Chance to be a hero. 67, short X. But this is Kubiak, who's a 2 at shortstop, and the inning's over. All right, bottom of the 9th, Jerry Bell. He blew the save. Now he's just going to have to hang on for dear life. Tommy Davis, 2-4, left. Vacabella, 54, center. And Steve Whitaker, center. And what usually happens when a guy blows a save in the 8th, and he comes back with a 3-3 inning. So, 10th inning. Do I want to hook? Yes. We absolutely want to pull this guy. Hambright pitched an inning and 2/3. And we will go Jim Roland the rest of the way. Let's take a look at Jim Roland's card. He used to be a relief starter. He was just a relief 3. But he will go the rest of the way because that's the only pitcher available. Bullpen turned the lights out. So Roland and Bell will pretty much be the pitchers the rest of the way. Ed Herman leads off the 10th. 2-10, let's take a look at Ed Herman against a lefty. 210, Homer, 1/16, and he does not get it. He doubles. We try, folks. So we got a runner at second for Lytle. Jim Lytle. 2-6 is a K. Larry Howard, 53, first C. Runner at third, 2 outs for Davenport. 67 is a K. Just a waste of time right there. Third inning for Jerry Bell, bottom of the 10th. A-Rod. 68's a walk. Cullen will do a hit and run. Single dot down on the hit and run. Saw it coming. First and third, nobody out. They'll bring it up for Kubiak. 4-10's a pop to short. They'll bring it up for Ken Berry. 57's a walk. Bases are loaded with 1 out. They'll bring it up for Ron Hansen. 48 pops to short. And with 2 outs, Art Shamsky. 2-9, there it is. Finally, Shamsky on his card. We'll look at his card again. Saw it earlier. I'll base it with 2 outs. And finally, Jerry Bell gets that loss he was aching for. Vegas comes back. Evens a series. Home team wins again. And like I say, it just shows that neither team's very good. Got to win on the road in Strat. If you don't win on the road, just wasting everybody's time. Jim Rowland gets the win. A hit and 2 Ks. Hambright came in. Gave up a hit and a walk. It was Ken Brett's bailout in the 6th inning that saved the Vegas squad. JD. Oh, Dalton Jones. Oh, Jim Davenport. You have a walk, a single, and an out. I hit a walk. I hit 2 walks and 2 Ks. And Ken Johnson was charged with everything else. 7 hits and 5 runs, all early in this game, and then Arizona went quiet. A walk and 4 strikeouts. Jerry Bell takes the loss. 1, 2, 3, 4 hits and 2 runs. 3 walks. No strikeouts, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, yeah. Don McGinn came on in the 7th. Faced Shamsky. Gave up 2 singles. Dobson, 9 hits and 4 runs. All were earned. Walk 3, strikeout 3. Vegas put many more men on base. 1-0-0-10, 0-1, 0-9 and 2/3. 6-15, 5-10. 6-15, 5-10, 4-8, 6-3. So if you look at the who should have won kind of thing, you had the Diamondbacks putting 14 men on base, but it was Las Vegas, who put 21 on and got the victory in a game 6. So I will play a game 7 in silence. But before that, let's look at the composite boxes for these 2 teams. The Mountain Division getting more crazier. Well, I think it's the way it has been paid for Colorado just to run these teams out of Dodge. It's neither of them are very good. So Vegas is back to 8-8 somehow. They are hitting 284, which is way over their head. They shouldn't be hitting that much. Team ERA is 450. They're probably not that bad. So they're kind of somewhere in between both of those numbers. Arizona, 9-13, hitting 265 with a 376 ERA. And for the year, we have played 266 games. The league's hitting 261 with a 390 ERA. Thanks for checking out the video. We'll see you next time.